Hello, this is Dr. Priscilla. Good morning, AOH providers. I'm happy to be with you again today. And I will start out by saying that the primary reason for this recording, it is to thank Tara for responding to a request that I had asked of her. But I do believe each of us could benefit from what she has shared. Tara attended an event where there was a speaker, and what she detailed in very good form was her experience by participating. So this is what I want to capture so that I don't have to read about it through my handwritten notes in the future, so you all can see it. She did say that in this event that she was attending, there were over 200 people. What I didn't get is whether it was 200 people that consist of both male and female. She described that the chairs were in very long rows across. If you remember any event that you've seen with Lisa Nichols or even participated, there is usually a huge hall where she's having her performance and demonstration, primarily because we are always getting up and moving, so we would need the extra room. So usually there's 3 rows of maybe 20 seats in each row at a Lisa Nichols event, or at least the ones that I have, at least the one that I attended in Orlando. It's interesting that Tara said that at this event there was no stage, that the participants spoke from the floor. I really could not visualize how someone in an interview format was interviewed on the floor. I just don't. Did she walk up and one person stood here, another person stood here, asked questions, the narrator asked questions, and then the speaker responded? It just seems so awkward to me in my mind, but most likely that is not what happened. Maybe there was a table on the same level as the people sitting, as opposed to having a stage. Then that resonates more with me, that there's a table and one person's holding the book, asking questions. So what, blah, 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 blah. And then the author of the book is responding. And of course, the author of the book is, when she is responding, I would imagine she's holding her microphone and she's responding to the audience, not to the person that is doing the interview. And Tara did say that she did offer up humor, which comes at, have you ever thought of, have you ever experienced, when was the last time? And she's bringing in that me, we, you. That is what I would have liked to have heard from Tara. What was her me, we, you, what's in it for me, that kind of thing. The interview was focused on parts of the book, and she teased the audience enough to very subtly suggest that she want to purchase my book. She talked about her first marriage, which was an arranged marriage that did not work out. And she is from Iraq. I wanted to know who sponsored her to hold this event. And I understand that it was perhaps a community foundation that she may be affiliated with, which again suggests to me the importance of building your network of community. You want to be in front of so many people that by the time someone recognizes you as a significant speaker, you're ready to present your book as well. So her book is about, I forget what it was about, but she did reference her husband in the book. Remember, Lisa Nichols says that if there is someone in your book that you're talking about, keep their dignity intact. And it doesn't necessarily sound like this person kept her husband intact, but I did hear Tara say that she's not sure that her husband is mentioned in the book, which is quite different. So there are experiences in my life that I would choose not to put on paper or in print, but I can say it as a part of a conversation. There was a professional photographer there, and anytime you're doing an event of your own or even participating, you want to capture yourself in the midst of a crowd. Doesn't matter what they're doing. If it seems exciting, try to get a picture of you in it, because this is what you're going to put on your Facebook page. Like I went to Dubai. Yeah, I was on the back of a camel, but I didn't really go as far as Lisa did. And I didn't have the security around me either. So I just got on the camel and then I got off the camel. But no one has to know that. And so when I talk about my experience in Dubai and riding a camel, well, I did. I dare anyone to ask, how many minutes were you on that camel? Well, it would be up for debate. No one's going to ask me that anyway. They're going to just look in admiration. Ah, she was on a camel. She was in Dubai. Outside in the lobby, I guess, to promote and sell her book, there were 2 lines. And one line was for those that had purchased their book, and the other line was for those who wanted to purchase a book. There were people with sticky notes, I imagine, about yay big, that had the person's name that was to be put in the book, and that was very good. Lisa Nichols was in my home state of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I was fortunate enough to go to her event, and yes, there were 2 lines. One line was outside, people purchasing the book, and then there was the line inside. As the line approached Lisa, Lisa sat at a long table facing, no one could get behind her, so everyone was in front of her. But a sticky note, I went with the sticky note and printed the person's name. I did not allow the person to write their own name. You know the danger of that. You can't read it, they can't read it, and Lisa certainly didn't have the time to try to figure out what a person's name is. So we just wrote the name of the person, printed the name of the person on the paper, put it inside the book on the page that Lisa is going to autograph. If someone wants her to autograph in the middle of her book, around a particular paragraph, that's where we put the sticky note. If they just want your standard autograph, we put it there. So Lisa could just go and she'd smile. She'd take a picture with everyone that bought the book. Of course she would. So there's time built in for that. And the line was wrapped around the room. And Lisa sold all the books she had in the room. But it was a fun evening. So that's really good to remember. And that's why you have a team. Like I'm building a team. I believe that, Tara, your book is going to be one worthy that I think you're close to New York, if not in New York. I would fly to New York if you would give me room and board. I would fly to New York to be a handler for you once your book is published. I promise. Yep, and there was someone, well, I didn't see what was outside who was purchasing the book and how they were purchasing the book, but I would imagine it would be something similar. And that's all that I have for now. But Tara, fantastic job. Thank you so much for sharing. Until my next live stream or post, I am your coach for Anchors of Hope, Dr. Priscilla. Until next time, I'm also a student in the journey or sister in the journey. Bye for now.